Hey everyone, I'm Bob Raynor, and this is the Friday Five. We all know the past few weeks have been heavy for a lot of creatives, with Omnicom announcing layoffs across multiple agencies and similar cuts happening at other holding companies. The industry feels unstable again. Hell, it's felt this way for a few years now. So today I want to talk about what this moment says about the future of creative work, and more importantly, what it does not say about you. I've heard affordability called a hoax recently, but I think the real hoax is the term job security. We all know there's no such thing anymore. And when job security feels shaky, people have more to worry about than their work. They worry about their identity and their value and their future. And the crazy part is this has nothing to do with your performance. It's about money and economics, consolidation, AI adoption, and of course, the ever-moving target known as client budgets. So if you were impacted this week or you know someone who was, please hear this. You didn't suddenly become less creative or less valuable. The structure around you moved, and you have no control over that. But you do have control over how you respond. Fast Company recently highlighted some of the year's best experimental and conceptual designs in their Innovation by Design Awards. It's work that isn't necessarily bound by immediate deliverables or client briefs. And it made me think that in times like these, it's essential that we lean into our ability to innovate. With tightening budgets, greater competition for every project, job listing, and client, we kind of have no choice, right? It's why experimental work matters more than ever. So it may feel like the creative industry is collapsing into a cesspool of AI mediocrity, but that's exactly why now is the time to be bold. Take a chance. You have my permission. I'd love to hear how you're being bold this week. Next up, AI isn't coming for your job anymore. It's coming for your entire agency. Yay, that's fun. TechCrunch covered a new wave of AI design agents that can generate brand systems, packaging, video, and UI concepts from a single prompt. This could literally change the structure of creative teams, especially lower-level execution roles. But here's what hasn't changed: taste, judgment, leadership, perspective, those soft skills that are so hard to quantify. Sure, AI can generate options, but only humans can choose the right one. This means creative careers are shifting towards judgment, not just execution. I feel like the only way we can stay on top of these kinds of shifts is to study what made great creative teams successful in the past. We have to stay connected to the human side of creativity so it's not lost in the AI revolution. So what do all these layoffs, all this carnage in the industry really signal? Ad Age reported that Omnicom's cuts are part of a broader restructuring driven by economic pressure and AI adoption, client consolidation, and of course, the demands of trying to run a profitable business. I think it's funny that we act surprised when massive holding companies begin to fail. This is why they are holding companies. They certainly are not optimizing for creativity. They're optimizing for margin. But the work still needs to be made, and brands still need creative leadership, and audiences still crave emotional connection. I don't think these layoffs are a sign that creativity is dying. They're a sign that the traditional business model around creativity is dying. And now's the best time for the innovators and the entrepreneurs to take over. So what should you know right now if you are a part of the displaced talent pool? First of all, know that you're not alone and that there are plenty of helpers out there. Lean on your creative network for support. Second, I think we're going to see a wave of individuals and teams building their own small shops. And from that, we're going to see a renaissance of the independent creative agency. Third, I think this is a great opportunity to reclaim control over your creativity. Now's the time to innovate for yourself, not some holding company CEO who will never know your name. And just know that you're not starting over, you're not behind, you're stepping into a new version of the industry. Your taste, your experience, your perspective, they all still matter. And I think this moment is an invitation to rethink how you work, to reconnect with why you create, and to reposition yourself in a landscape that needs creative thinkers more than ever. That's it for this week's Friday Five. Thanks for listening. Stay strong, stay curious, keep your flame lit.